Ladies, welcome to this video. Hopefully, you have a fantastic Monday. Hopefully, you're still having a great month. We're in the almost like ending January already, like it's been flown. I had a lot of stuff going on at a private level, and so this month has been flying. I'm also recovering from either a cold or maybe like the sixth, seventh time that I have COVID. I have no idea, but the symptoms always the same. Some fever, a lot of cough and everything. But anyway, let's jump into whatever is interesting to you. This video, there is no catch. This is a real way for you to get free coaching, free access to me. I decided to do some free coaching inside the holiday. Some took advantage and even brought new people inside a program, which got me the idea of what I'm proposing to you now. And I'm going to tell you a story about it, right? Because every time you hear a free coaching here, a free coaching there, you're almost like numb to this because like there is so many people saying that, doing that. But essentially, I was talking to my colleague, which is a personal trainer, the guy that I used to work with for actually years ago. And he told me, it's like, that I know I do zero advertising. The people that comes here, they refer me other people. And I remember when we used to work together, I was like, yeah, that's true. Like pretty much every single day, he spends $0 or euro inside the advertisement world, and all he gets is like referral, right? And it's unbelievable because for some weird reason, when you go to a gym or one-to-one setting, or even like when you go to cut your hair, um, people that have a good experience refer to other people, right? The crazy part when it comes to this world, which is online, and I have no idea why. This is mind-boggling to me. I've been working since 2017, and I remember when I was in gyms, and I've been not only in one gym, I've been in several gyms. Pretty much, you get people good results. Depends, of course, on the ability for the people to do the work outside from the gym. The hour that you are not with them, they need to do the right things. They need to hit correctly. They want to change whatever they need to want to change and everything, right? But then for some weird reason, they bring their friends. They do this. They talk to people about it. They just say, go to this person, it's really good. And for me, when I change from one-to-one training or group training or gym or anything like that, even when working with my colleague, which is like a high-end, I would say clinical personal trainer because it does a lot of research. It's very detailed, and I still send people to him, the one that we cannot fix online, if you will, because obviously there are, provided you're in Switzerland, if we cannot really get to the point online about what is the root cause of the issue here, then we need to kind of like do a BIA test and look into what's wrong inside and so forth. More scientific, like in field, if you will, because what we do is also scientific. The thing is that that's in field and it's gonna reveal stuff that you cannot see when you just do a questionnaire or when you kind of like give some stuff to do and then you kind of see how the people behave. When I used to work for him or for anybody, and I do have experience, I have 20 plus year experience inside the gyms, inside that. For me, I moved in online because one, I wanted some freedom. I could not deal with waking up early in the morning, have three clients, do the whole day free, then come back in the evening. You have to drive. It's very very stressful, very annoying, and I always wanted my freedom. But one of the other things that I noticed is that I used to love the gym because there is a lot of people meeting, it's always cool to know the people. But I didn't have real satisfaction, nor I knew that people, they know who I was, but not for meaning like as a person, not that I'm anybody famous even now, but they know who I was. Like this guy is a trainer, this guy this. But I didn't know who they were. They're a number to me. There is no real interaction there. When I moved online, we had people I can actually remember very specific. We have still people like Pilar here, which refer me a lot of people. We have people like we had people like Layla, which she brought her cousin in here. We have people like Marissa, which she beat depression. We had people like Maria that we help her with emotional eating and anorexia. We had people like I can name hundreds of them. real transformation. And for me, it was really much of a, it was, that's the real satisfaction for me. At a point in 2018, I believe it was, we also had a real life seminar in Zurich. And it was good because when I got there, I had this feeling like, oh, you feel like a mini celebrity. People actually recognize you, like, oh my God, like we they are in the program, but they're like almost like we know each other for years already. That for me was the shift between live into online. What is mind-boggling to me, and I cannot understand why, honestly. Again, I think out of probably, don't get offended, but out of laziness, because everybody knows people, like especially clients. If you're happy here, I understand if you're not happy. I understand, like, if you feel like it's not worth, or if you have no results, or if you feel like the experience is not being well, good, then I understand why you wouldn't do that. But I cannot understand people that are here for 1, 2, 3 years already and are not referring people to this program. I said multiple times I have a mission to hit as many people, women over 40, as possible, to hit them into their life and change their life. I cannot do it alone. It's getting so hard to acquire new people online. Advertisement is getting crazy. And when you go out to new people, to cold traffic, it's very hard to convince them that you are the solution because there are so many other people's solution, right? And for me, they come to me and say, "Oh yeah, you're the guy for ladies over 40." Yeah, but still, it's very hard. People need trust. People need to like you, need to trust you, right? And the problem is that if you're not gonna do it when you're a client or when you know me already, and this is why I had this group all along, and I keep giving out stuff for free. I keep doing, like, for example, plank challenge. Shout out to Terry and Claudia for doing it, Marcela. But aside from them, there are 2,000 people in here. What the heck wouldn't you not do it? Don't you just understand that habits, and in this case, working out, will give you habit and working out to get results? Like, don't you understand that? Because this is, again, it's like I got over these 2 years which we're doing these challenges, mini challenges. I got people on the phone. It's like, oh, I want coaching, but I cannot afford it. I need to be free. It's like, yeah, sure, just do the challenges if you cannot afford it. They don't do it. There is so many recipes. There are so many guides. They don't take advantage of that, right? So I said, how do we give that option to people, right? And again, in the holiday, which is the hardest time in the year, again, there were very people taking advantage of that. And I say, okay, from now until February, which is only like about 10 days from now, um, I will give these options. Okay, this option. You can be inside the program for free. And again, I will tell you exactly how, because obviously you cannot access the one-to-one completely, like whatever people pay tons of money for it. You cannot access to that, but you can access to a portion of it. And if you're a client, you can obviously access to the one that you have now completely for free if you refer one person a month, 1, 2 people a month. Referring meaning like they sign up. Okay, we have different price points. I'm not gonna go into that because first I want to control the access to the program to who I'm working with. Secondly, I want to ensure that they're a good fit. And thirdly, I don't know what they need. Obviously, somebody that comes in to an app service for 97 per month is very different than somebody that comes in to a very high level one-to-one support that needs mental work, that needs accountability, that needs to get motivation every single day. It's a different type of access. Yet you can stay inside a program for free. If you prefer, we can also give you some sort of a percentage for referring people. Now, I'm gonna put a link inside this out on the comment box that will get a calendar that's gonna say who refer you, right? So who refer you, if you're a client, you just put your name and I'm gonna know it's you. If you're not a client and you are in this group, that means like you have a Facebook profile. I want you to copy the link of the Facebook profile inside that box, and then I'm gonna reach out to you in case they sign up. Now, you have to imagine that if we speak to 4 or 5 people, maybe one or two sign up. Okay, it's not like you send me one and then, oh, now I want to go inside the program. No, they need to sign up. Obviously, we work mainly with women over 40. If you happen to send men, that's okay. They're not obviously going to be inside it's not going to be inside the program. It's more going to be almost like a one-to-one support between me and the guy. Obviously, I can train everybody when it comes to online. You want to choose a niche. This is why I'm here. And also because online, what gives somebody so many results online is the accountability, but also the identity. Meaning, like if you're in a group with all moms, you're gonna have an identity. If you're a busy entrepreneur, which my favorite clients are, they're either entrepreneur or they're very high-end professional ladies, which usually know how to work out, which usually try stuff and then they cannot get the results maybe because they are missing something, but they already have a habit. And usually they are this mentality of determination that is like, okay, I need to do something, I just need to optimize on all the time. It's not those that says, oh, I'm gonna try a diet now, it doesn't work, I'm gonna try another one, oh, I'm gonna try this, I'm gonna try that. No, they actually they decide they want to change. All they need is like the pathway to do it. So with this being said, yeah, I am going to be right now pasting this. This is your ticket to come inside a program. You have it for about 10 days. Not, I mean, if you're a client, it's all the time. You get this all the time. If you're a prospect, meaning like if you are not working together yet, you get this access for 10 days. I'm putting a little bit of urgency for you. I don't want you to be to take forever. Honestly, everybody has a hot network. Some of you work in practices. Some of you has work. Everybody over 40 needs help, and for the most part. And if you're here in this group, I guess that you either like, and if you obviously watching this video, you either like what we do or you need help. And therefore, it's time to stop to be dormant. It's time to stop just watching other people do the work and not doing it yourself. And it starts from you accessing the service, right? If you cannot access it because you have no money, or you have not that level of how do you say, like you cannot afford it, then you refer a person. And again, sometimes, especially prospect, it's kind of weird because they say, I have no money. And I said, you don't even know what we charge. And I mean, in the past year, we were very high end. We had only like certain tiers that start from 300 something per month, the very least. Now we have lower tier as well, because obviously we are trying to cater to other people that might understand that all they need is really some level of support and access, but they don't need a whole lot of access. So there are options. So like, I don't know why you cutting yourself so short, because people obviously that tells me I have no money and they have no 50 euro to put together. First, I would highly suggest that you put some money together for your health. Secondly, I have no idea what you're doing here, because to be honest, like everything costs money, like even when you go to eat somewhere or to and usually it's not because you don't have the money, it's because you choose not to put it towards your health, and which is really sad, because like I said multiple times, there is no bigger assets than your health. And you only understand them when you start losing it, when you start losing your mind, when you start losing your health, when something like diabetes comes up, when something like your body age early, and obviously there is no recover from that, like you just can't prevent. When you are 20 kilos overweight, which usually causes so many things, from things such as cardiac heart disease to stuff like infertility, like stuff like um, you know depression. Yeah. So all this kind of stuff, only you can only like go look into retrospect, that you cannot just see it up front. But I highly suggest you put together some money to save for you. And nowadays there are stuff like Klarna, there are credit cards. It's simply a choice of people deciding to change or not, and do or not the work. And prioritize your health, much like you prioritize your children, much like you prioritize your families, much like you do your work, your friends, and so forth. It's a choice, but today, up to the next 10 days, you still can access to this for free. You start bringing me your first client. your friend that's going to become my client from you, and so you have access to you as well. I will, and this is gonna be for the month or for the amount of time she signs up. Let's say she starts for 3 months. Okay, cool. I'll give you the 3 months for free. In these 3 months, you prove me that you bring in more people in. Um, this needs to be like brutally honestly. This needs to be the way it goes. Like it's mind boggling to me why and how when I used to work in gyms that you get 60% maybe the results, people bring people in, and here we change lives. Like there is literally people with depression that don't have depression no more. There is people with PCOS that are cured. There is people with diabetes no longer insulin resistant. They don't fucking refer people. I don't understand why, because clearly you know people that knows people. Like you have a aunt that has friends that has diabetes that look for a solution. Reach out to them. It's like, hey, I have a solution. Yeah, try, like, give the link, they schedule a call, and we see where to go. It's really important. If you're not gonna help you, if you're not gonna help me with this cause, eventually it's gonna be very hard for everybody. Hopefully this rings a bell. I talk to you soon. I wish you an amazing week.